to other companies to use as promotional material. You're investigating that. Was that a violation of our privacy?
I won't use the word private information. I would use the words personal data. Now, I have to investigate into whether there has been any breach of the Personal Data Privacy Ordinance. And
has there?
I won't pass judgment until I finish the investigation, and I propose to call witnesses next week.
You'll be calling witnesses next week to find out whether the octopus
for the purpose of the investigation,
right? Whether the
to see whether one the purpose of the collection by octopus in the first place of the personal data of the cardholders or cardholder applicants.
Whether their personal data has been wrongly given.
No. That's first thing first. The purpose of collecting such personal data. Secondly, whether the personal data collected are adequate but not excessive for that purpose which they collect them. And then thirdly, whether they collect them in a lawful and fair means in the circumstances. Because fairness means that it should be in a way that is what we consider fair, natural justice, fairness. And then I have to see that if I collect anything, personal data from you, I have to tell you exactly what I want to do with these data. That's the first thing I have to do. And then I have to see whether they might have used or disclosed these personal data in a way that is consistent with the purpose.
Okay, well that's fine.
And then I have to deal with whether they have observed the provision of Section 34 of the Ordinance, which provides for the proper conducting of direct marketing.
Okay, well, okay, that's a lot of complicated stuff over there, Mr. Wu. But what I will ask
my work
you
is never simple.
All right, okay, but then I'll ask you this, and that's when you finish your investigation, and if you find there is wrongdoing on the part of Octopus of the Octopus company, what can you do? Because a lot of people say that your organization, the Privacy Commission, is pretty much toothless. You have no power. You're not a statutory organization.
Should I smile and show you my teeth? Well, anyway, the thing to do is that once I finish the investigation, I see that there has been a breach of the requirements of the ordinance, and if I see that such a breach might continue, then I will issue an enforcement notice. Once I serve an enforcement notice, then the data user, for example in this case, Octopus, will have to abide by the terms of my enforcement notice. If they do not, then it constitutes a criminal offense.
But then what they have done so far, they cannot be prosecuted for.
No.
You cannot prosecute anyway. You don't have that power.
I do not, although I have suggested to the government that I be given the power. In December 2007, I put in a massive volume of proposals for the government to look at.
And they won't give you statutory powers. Why not?
They think that the prosecution power should stay with the DOJ.
But I want you to tell me this. Look me in the eye and tell me this, Mr. Wu.
I'm doing that.
The prosecution power